What is our fourth main topic today?
All right, this is coming from James D. Was reading this article on the Coming Soon website, and it says that the director of the new Morbius movie seemingly confirms Venom and Tom Hardy by saying, but when you look at the schedule and read the names like Michael Keaton, Jared Leto, Tom Hardy, then it feels cool and very exciting.
All right, thanks for sending that in, man. Of course, now look, on yesterday's show, we talked about that new clip from Morbius that they put out. Morbius's first transformation into the vampire. And it was awesome. That clip is awesome. I can't even tell you how many times I just watched it again. I love the visual effects style they use for his movement. The way there's kind of that smoke whoosh that
smoky
happens.
thing. Yes,
and
I like that.
Sound they use when he's doing it, and even the visceral nature of this transformation on his face and everything, and that it's going to be very violent. Probably not seeing a lot of blood, but it's going to be very, very violent. It's going to be like, it just looked great. Now, one of the big questions that fans have had, even before Venom 2 came out, but especially with the post-credit scene in Venom 2, is could Venom pop up in Morbius? They're all part of Spunk, or the SSU now. Could we see Venom pop up in there? Now, who was it that sent in the question? What was the name of our question asker again?
That was from our buddy, James D.
James brings up something that maybe some of you guys caught. Maybe some of you guys caught this before. But back in August, all the way back in August, the director of the film, Daniel Espinosa, who is also, by the way, I believe that's the name of Detective Douche in Lucifer. I believe it's Daniel Espinosa. Anyway, so not the detective character from Lucifer, but director Daniel Espinosa. He did an interview back in August, and he said something that completely went under my radar until our viewer just brought it to my attention. This is what he said in this interview. It usually feels strange. This is the director talking. It usually feels strange before the day begins when you look at the schedule and stand on set yourself, Espinosa said in a translated statement. When you walk around there, the recording looks just like a Swedish production. But then when you look at the schedule and read names like Michael Keaton, Jared Leto, Tom Hardy, then it feels cool and very exciting. But once you start working, it's exactly the same thing. An actor wants a director, and actors want to be directed. Again, let's read that last part. You're standing around, you look at the schedule, and then you read the names on the schedule like Michael Keaton, Jared Leto, and Tom Hardy. Then it feels cool and very exciting. Actors want a director, and actors want to be directed. I do not know for the life of me how this evaded my radar. Because the director of Morbius just confirmed that Tom Hardy is in the movie. He just confirmed it.
Did he, or was that just the list of visitors to set that day? Maybe Tom Hardy just wanted to stop in and say, hey, love your work. Just want to chill with you,
want
man.
To have lunch? And hey, guys, we want to take a moment and thank the sponsor of this video today, Raycon. Now, look, we are getting close to the Christmas season here. You're looking for presents to get people. Everybody needs earbuds. And look, I was telling you myself, not too long ago, my earbuds that I had, I lost one of them. And it's easy to lose these things because they're so small. So I was looking for another pair of earbuds. I got these Raycons. I'm telling you what, I love them. They're easy as hell to pair. Like, I literally opened them up, put them in my ears, and they instantly said pairing mode. I'm like, that's great. That's fantastic. They're comfortable to wear. They've got a mic built into them so I can use them for my phone calls. I get on my treadmill in the morning and I just pop them in as I'm going through my show notes and everything, doing my daily routine. They sound great. And here's one of the coolest things about them. Compared to the other big brand earbuds that I have owned all of them, they're like half the price. So here's what you guys are going to need to do today. You guys are going to go over to the link you see right here, buyraycon.com/John Campea. You'll get 15% off your order. So once again, head on over to the website. You can see it right here at buyraycon.com/John Campea. It is time to get involved and buy your friends some presents, and everybody loves getting these earbuds. So jump on over again, once again, to buyraycon.com/Campea, or you can see the link right at the top of the description. And we thank the folks at Raycon for sponsoring this video. You want to have lunch? He says he looks down at the call sheet. It's the schedule for the day is what's known in the biz. They call it the daily call sheet, right? He looks at the call sheet and he reads names: Michael Keaton, which we already knew, Jared Leto, which we already knew, and Tom Hardy. I do not know. That's big. I don't know how for the life of me that slipped under the radar. This is months old. This is months old at this point, and it completely flew under the radar for me, and I think maybe for a lot of people as well. Now, there could be a lot of things to it. You know, some people in the live chat, like CJEF in the live chat, saying maybe it was a post-credit scene. Yep, maybe. Could be a post-credit scene. That would still show up on the day on the call sheet for the day. Maybe it's a post-credit scene, or maybe it's not. Maybe he has a more. I don't think this is going to be Morbius with special friend Venom, the movie. I don't think it's going to be that. No. But it could be more than just a post-credit scene, and could be more than just a quick cameo. You know, it could be a small role, but a role nonetheless. I'm thinking along the lines of, you know, Doctor Strange in Thor Ragnarok or something like that, right? Maybe something like more than just a quick little cameo, but, you know, not a significant role. I mean, I don't know. Look, and I shouldn't be surprised that them all coming, they're cousins in Spunk. Being cousins in Spunk, I shouldn't be surprised that one character may appear in another character's movie, but we have gotten now so close to this coming out that I've completely put it out of my head. And I've not even thought about Venom popping up in this movie, but now it kind of looks like it does. Kim, let me ask you, could Daniel Espinosa just be throwing a misdirect out there? Could he have misspoke? Maybe he meant to say Tom Selleck. Not that Tom Selleck's in this movie. Maybe he accidentally said Tom Hardy instead of Tom. I mean, I don't know. But I don't know. What do you make of this? What do you think is happening here? Is this enough to convince you that, oh yeah, Tom Hardy is clearly now and obviously in this movie? What do you think?
I think so, but I think it's for an end credit scene. We don't know what day he was talking about or what they were shooting that day. Personally, I feel like it was, this is the day we're shooting the end credit scene. How cool that I have all these people here. I don't think it was, I love showing up every day to Jared Leto and Tom Hardy. I don't think that's what he was saying.
Ray, what do you think? Does this convince you that we're about to see Tom Hardy in this movie? And if so, how big do you think his role could be, or how small do you think it could be?
Well, you know, my opinions doesn't matter. But I actually think Venom is gonna they might use Venom as like the Nick Fury, the one that shows up in all the post-credit scenes and brings them all together. That's all I'm thinking.
I hadn't even thought
because of that
that
universe, the universe they're creating. He might be the one that brings all of them together.
That he might be the connective tissue.
Yeah, because he's all over the place. And I want to say, if Morbius and Venom go head to head before that clip released, I'd have been like, Venom. But you don't want any piece of that vampire, bro. He's too fast. He'll just like, you won't even come back together, Venom. He would rip you into shreds and you would just be in pieces all over the floor.
Okay, I'm sorry. I'm still completely distracted by this theory of yours, because what you just said makes total sense. Because we know, because of the end of Venom 2, we know. Okay, so obviously he's in Venom.
That was such an unexpected tie-in at the end.
Yeah, and then of course we see that he's tying in with Spider-Man, and now we know he is also appearing in Morbius. I had not even considered that this is our Nick Fury character in Spunk, or the SSU. I should start calling it the SSU.
The SSU.
He's the one who's going to be tying this whole thing together. I hadn't even. That is a C-Ray.
Oh yeah, 1 out of 1,000.
Okay, Ray.
I keep throwing that rock; it'll hit the water sometime.
Oh my God.
Anyway, guys, the question is for you. What do you think about those comments? Those now, I guess, September, October, November, those 3-month-old comments that we had just missed. Maybe you didn't miss it. Maybe you knew about it. I admit it totally went under my radar. What do you guys think about this comment? Do you think this now absolutely 100% confirms that Tom Hardy is indeed in Morbius? If so, is it just a post-credit scene? Is it something a little bit more substantial? Is it just a cameo? Maybe something bigger? Whatever you guys think about this, jump down into the comment section below and let us know your thoughts.